of mosques, the proliferation of churches. Seemingly, there are more Christians in Nigeria today than ever before, especially those in the Pentecostal area. And yet, we don't seem to be seeing more goodness. On the contrary, we seem to be seeing more evil. So, I mean, all this talk about the message of Easter, the message of Christmas, where is all that getting us?
See, Alero, the truth about it is, like you said, we have more Christians now than ever before. But the truth is, if only we can practice what we profess, our world will be a better one. Like he said, so 40 days of Lent, we'll try to act rightly. And at Easter, we go back to where we were. So it should be the case that 40 days of Easter will prepare us to be better persons. At Easter, we'll continue. The next year, Lent,
we'll improve on that.
But what you get is we keep going back to what they call the drawing board. So it is for all of us to practice what we profess. Christians, whatever denomination we belong to, we keep turning out more pastors every year, or probably every month. But the fact remains that preaching from the pulpit is not an automatic way for people to begin to live a better life. So the much you've heard, how can we translate that into, practical
everyday
things,
living.
that can help us to live in a beautiful world and a system that works always.
And, Reverend, connect that to politics. We're preparing for 2019. All the things that are happening already, and more is going to happen.
This is the last Easter celebration before the next election.
I will admonish all of us, whether Christians or Muslims, to realize that we are the ones who can change this nation. I think the error we've been making, or the mistake we've been making, is to think that a government will come to change. I must confess to you, many years back, a man came out and said, "Oh, I'm the hope of Nigeria. We know what happened. People have come. We need to decide to change this country, to look for people who are credible, even when we are voting, not to be enticed with the token that will be given initially." I think that's the challenge. When election comes, is on the way, people come and talk to us. They give things as well, and we think they are the best people. But whoever gives you something initially before he's voted in will need to recoup whatever he has given you. No, this is a fact, whether by crook or by hook. So we need to start looking for great people, get our voters card ready, and vote people that we believe can change this country along with our aspirations. Yeah, we may not know the heart of man, but the little we know, let's work on that, rather than just voting people because of whatever they have given us. I believe strongly Nigeria will be great. Nigeria will be better.
Amen.
We must keep hope alive, like I said earlier, and do our own part as God works a better Nigeria for us.
Now, how much, you both are leaders, how much are you getting it into the psyche of your congregations that they are important in the scheme of things when we're talking about changing Nigeria? If you, one person, you get to a traffic jam and you stay in your lane, you don't go and form an extra lane on the, pathway, that is an important part of the change we're talking about. So if you stay in lane, and you stay in lane, and you stay in lane, then everybody will move faster. So how much are you succeeding in imparting this to your congregation, that they are important in this change we're all talking about, each person?
I think the message on the pulpit must be a total message. You addressed the question before, which I will have a lot to contribute. the problem we have with today's Christianity is that the message from the pulpit is more of bread and butter. People come to Christ without knowing what essentially they should come to Christ for. If it's all about how to break through, how to excel, prosperity. But that is not the essence of Christianity. Yeah, I believe the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all the things will be added. So most of the time we hear a message of addition, not the core of seeking God's kingdom. And that dovetails into what you have said. When I'm somebody who's seeking God's kingdom, I will live right. I will follow rules. I will be obedient. I will do what is right, not just behaving anyhow. I will not try to embezzle funds. I will not try to cheat my brother all because I want to make money. So from the pulpit, these are the messages we should be preaching and ensuring that our people understand their importance, their significance in the change process of this nation. You know, funny enough, the same Nigerians who will not follow rules here, abroad, you see them following rules.
I can tell you why. Because they know the consequence of not following the
and
rule.
We are not following rules there because probably there are no consequences.
No consequences.
At least. So